Vince Malone, South Wales Branch, Wales District for the third time. Thank you very much. Mr. President, Conference, I'd like to rise to propose motion 35, Restitution Policy Compensation Procedure. This annual conference requests the NEC to review the restitution policy and compensation procedures for members. This is to include timelines for claim log, researching the issue, identifying solutions and payment to member. Due to the rise in operational and employment costs, most members find themselves undertaking a more hands-on approach in the business to ensure sustainability. The time and effort in chasing claims and following these up is horrendous. Some claims still aren't settled 10 months after the event, and invariably the retailer gives up and has lost out on his monetary entitlement compensation. This must not be allowed to continue. Let's send a message, support this 100%, and on the theme of 3, restitution, restitution, restitution. Please support this motion.
Do we have a seconder?
Morning Conference, Peter Robinson, South Wales and Wales District. I formally rise to second this motion. Again, we all understand that occasionally there can be reasonable reasons why deliveries can come late. You know, vehicle breakdowns, human error, whatever. It can happen. We are human, so are the wholesalers and so are the publishers. However, when that happens in my business, if it's my fault or my business's fault, then we frequently pay some form of compensation or goodwill or whatever it is to the customer that is affected to make sure they remain my customer and happy people. So, the wholesalers should be doing exactly the same. And there is a system currently. My experience of it is difficult to navigate and far from straightforward in the criteria that it accepts and then chooses to pay out on. All too often, it takes months. Months and months and months. And frequently, you are chasing it, and the labour and time involved in that follow-up can be more than the cost of the claim in the first place. And it's not right, it's just not fair, and it's not a good use of resource for us, the wholesaler, or anybody else. This needs to be simplified, automated, and clear, and criteria there that you qualify for. When papers are late, through no fault of our own, the criteria needs to be straightforward so we can just know and understand. Click here and you'll get your compensation. You're either entitled to it or you're not. These grey areas and the wriggle room, and it's got to happen so many times over so many days, that's all a load of rubbish, because every mistake is an individual event, and it should be treated as such. So I'd urge you all to support this 100%, again, giving the NEC the opportunity to go back and challenge the current situation. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more speakers? No. Conference. Is there more speakers? No. Conference ready for vote? Vote now. Give yourself another round of applause. That's 100% yeah again.